Why should we teach social and emotional skills?
I think it's important for students, and in fact, everybody to feel good about themselves and understand their emotions, and that kind of comes as a as a foundation before any other real serious learning can happen. That the students have to feel comfortable with themselves and feel comfortable in my classroom. So for that reason, I think in focus is very important.
How important is it that the in-focus curriculum is brain-based?
I think it's so important to see the science behind what's happening inside of our bodies when we feel a certain way or have an impulse to react a certain way. It's been really cool for me to learn the science behind it so that I'm able to explain it a lot better to my students. Are you in your brainstem? Are you in your limbic system? And that they almost trust that a little bit more because they've seen pictures of the brain. We've talked about where your emotions lie and where you need to be in order to be a creative thinker or fight or flight in your brainstem. And so I think that helps them see how real it is and how important it is to regulate your emotions. And it's been cool for me to learn the terminology, and we've talked about speeding up and slowing down your nervous system and when that needs to happen. And I think that they trust it a lot more, seeing the science behind it, and they see that it's not just some big emotional talk, but that physically we all have this inside of our bodies. And so it's empowering to be educated about it. It's empowering to know this is what's going on inside of me physically, and this is what I can do to regulate myself or control myself, or maybe I'm feeling this way because of this situation. And I've had a lot of cool conversations with my students about how fear isn't a negative emotion, it's your body's alarm system, so pay attention to it. And we've had a lot of cool conversations like that, and they can physically picture in their brain what's going on. And just teaching that science and that tying in the human anatomy with that has been really beneficial.
What do you think about the in-focus curriculum for your school?
I've looked for something for several years that I thought would be helpful for the students and the staff, and I think this is the best program I've come across by far. It's not directed towards bullying. We don't like to use the term bullying here necessarily because it's so overused, and a lot of the programs seem to focus on that. This gave a broader approach to social emotional well-being and social emotional language for the kids, and it's been very helpful, I think, in terms of what we're trying to do here with our students and our school.